Hello, we're not the Nostalgia Critic, but we'll remember him because you have to too.
It is sad news to deliver that the Nostalgia Critic has hung up his tie and hat.
And his gun. No. And it just sounds weird.
Because it is weird. Because he is weird. Because he was weird. And always shall be. Now he's up there in the big plot hole in the sky.
The thing from which no logic can escape.
No, really, guys. You gotta finish watching the anniversary.
Oh, okay.
In the end, he joins with the plot hole.
I see.
Yeah, I've seen it. I was just...
Yeah. You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, Harvey hasn't finished it yet.
I have not, no.
But yeah, so for everyone that's been living under a rock for the past month and a half, Doug Walker has retired the Nostalgia Critic character. We're gonna miss him.
It's very sad, especially because there were a lot of movies he had not done yet as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that we would have loved to see the guy review.
Just like one that me, Harvey, and Matt were talking about today.
Master of Disguise.
Though Harvey defends it.
Because I enjoy it for the fact that it is purposely campy and ridiculous.
Well, if you say so. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Nostalgia Critic.
Yes.
Who gave us almost 5 years worth of reviews of awful, awful movies. And we thank him for it because we don't want to watch most of that shit.
Mm-hmm. And it gives us a way to address these horrible things and find joy out of it. And be exposed to them.
Though at times he has reviewed movies that people do like, though.
Yes.
There's one that Harvey is definitely...
Oh yeah. I had a little bit of disagreement with his views on James and the Giant Peach. That's because I've got serious nostalgic factor locked in.
Well, that's why he pretended to tiptoe through that review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then of course he's also done How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah, I liked that movie as well.
Yeah.
That was
And of course he did what was that? The Miyazaki movie,
Which one?
the most recent one.
Ponyo?
Yeah, he did Ponyo.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Ponyo.
Yeah, not too many people were. But yeah, so the guy's been retired for the past little while. His new show on his site's going to be premiering next week, actually.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to it. It looks interesting.
Explain to the viewers.
The thing is called Demo Reel, and it's going to be Doug Walker doing this, playing a director who shoots the scenes from well-known movies and just puts them up in different online and shit. And he's insane. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Though honestly speaking, it does bear similarities to the movie Be Kind, Rewind.
I like that movie. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Interesting, though.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Tuesday, it's when it will be up online. Maybe even Monday night on his Blip page. We shall see.
Okay.
So they're looking forward to that. But now I gotta ask you guys, favorite Nostalgia Critic reviews?
Shazam. Shazam, just for the fact that he blurted out the alert thing. It's just fun.
Jingle All the Way was up there.
Yes. Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one was a pretty good one too.
I would have to say my favorite would have to be his first crossover review with Spoonie and Linkara for Alone in the Dark.
Okay. Oh, the other crossover one with Nostalgia Chick and Brendel Foss for Moulin Rouge.
Oh God,
I
yeah.
think
that one is good. That
one's great. It's his favorite review too.
Cool.
It's on the top of his list. Just perfect. Just Everything came together so well. The music was great.
It was a symphony of awesome.
Yeah. Brental Flaws really just... Great job, Brent.
Yeah, Brent has actually recently released a new song. Actually, a couple new songs.
Yes. But just the other day he released the Nintendo Rhapsody.
Yeah, Nintendo Bohemian Rhapsody. I've only gotten so far the intro part of it because I haven't checked out the full thing. I definitely intend to soon.
Yeah, well, we can check it out later if you want. But going back to the critic. 5 years, almost 300 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Week in, week out. Some of the worst movies of all time. Like The Room.
The Room one is definitely going to go down as one of his most classic.
Yes, definitely a classic. Or
Even I was confused about that.
or Batman and Robin.
You know we have to at some point watch The Room together.
We should.
How about
Next time they do a screening of it in the city. They do it occasionally.
We'll pre-drink.
Yes. Actually, they sometimes play it here at the Fox near me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
God damn. I wonder if that's going to become like a Rocky Horror kind of cult following.
But
people
It is.
People dress up and shit?
People dress up and people bring plastic cutlery to throw at the screen.
But
Do they sit there whenever he says something and you go, ha?
Yeah.
But it's one of those movies that I think I'll just go. It'll make me fall asleep
Why?
unless something fun happens, like what you just mentioned. Unless something fun happens, I'm probably going to fall asleep.
You're tearing me apart, Mark.
You can sit and make fun of it and nobody will turn around and get mad at you.
Because that's the whole point.
I guess you guys have to keep me awake.
I'll use a fork.
We can toss a football at you.
Why?
Because they toss around a football constantly in the movie.
I know, but why?
Good old concussive force keep you awake. Just not too concussive or hard.
I don't think that's not enough force. You do know that you have to be farther away for those things to actually hurt.
Challenge accepted.
Unless you stuffed a football into one of those t-shirt cannons.
Or if you froze it.
Oh god, I was frozen today. From Nostalgia Critics review of Suburban Commando. So many movies he did. So many great reviews.
Yeah, his Never-Ending Stories 2 and 3 reviews.
Oh god, I
harsh.
hate those movies. Especially 3.
The third was fucking horrible. Interesting.
The only good part was Jack Black.
Yeah, interesting cameo from him.
Not a cameo.
Not even cameo.
He was the villain.
It was before he got that big as well.
Yeah. He was the nasty. Worst villain name ever.
That's what they called him in college.
That's what you do in college.
Yeah. Kids, there's a time and place for Jack Black. It's called college.
Yeah. Or if you're a WoW player.
Yeah.
Because I just wonder how many of those friggin' panda characters are named Jack Black.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of awesome.
But, yeah. Or Biodome, actually. He reviewed that and Tenacious D was in it.
Okay.
For 2 seconds. No, really, like, there's a scene in Biodome where they're on a college campus because the two boneheads are going to be throwing a party, and the camera pans, and there's Tenacious D! And then moves away. And you're just watching like, no! Tenacious D! Gone!
The only potentially saving part of this movie. Nope! You can't have the D. You can have the dome.
I just...
Pauly
Camera.
Shore is just like,
Shit.
no one but
Tenacious
me.
D! Shit,
Anyone
shit,
who's
shit.
gonna be funny, just me.
Pauly Shore.
Oh god. The only movie that Pauly Shore is good in is Pauly Shore is Dead.
That movie was interesting.
Yeah.
Right, Harv?
Yeah.
And just so many movies he just tore into. And so many of these bad movies are getting remade.
Yeah.
Like, boy. The Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, that's being remade. It's one of her earlier reviews, but it's his most hated review. It's his most hated movie.
I see.
Yeah. You just see the rant he did on it on his latest look back video. It's like 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
He hates that movie. He hates it with a passion. Yeah. Or Drop Dead Fred's being remade.
Drop Dead Fred? Is this like Right Said Fred's very, very ugly brother?
You don't know Drop Dead Fred?
No.
You don't want to know Drop Dead Fred.
I've seen the clip of it.
You wouldn't like me when I'm Drop Dead Fred.
It's an awful, awful movie that doesn't know what it wants to be. In short, it's a movie about this grown woman who suddenly has her imaginary friend from childhood back.
Okay.
So, logically you're thinking, okay, so she's gone insane. But throughout the whole movie, the imaginary friend does stuff and affects the real world. So you're thinking, okay, so is he actually somehow real? Or is she just insane and doing this stupid shit herself? But at the same time, the whole time it's supposedly going like a comedy.
It's kind of a head scratcher.
Yeah. And then there's this one scene where she goes to a psychiatrist's office and Fred starts interacting with other people's imaginary friends that are there. But she can only see Fred, while Fred can see the other people's imaginary friends. But only each person can only see their own imaginary friend.
Like someone was on crack or something.
And they're remaking this. I don't know how to feel about it because it's Russell Brand as the lead this time.
As the imaginary Fred?
As Drop Dead Fred.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, if they tone down some of the gross scenes, it may work.
What kind of gross scenes were there?
Well, there's an entire sequence where Fred tries looking up the girl's mother's dress.
Oh. That's a little unsavory.
Yeah. Especially considering that the mother's like, what, 60-something years old?
I don't think that makes it gross. It's kind of...
That makes it more worse. And that makes it worse just because the action they got wasn't exactly what you'd call fresh. She wasn't... I wouldn't call her bad looking. She wasn't by any means. Just the way she portrayed the character just wasn't exactly what you'd call someone you'd think would have anything you'd want to look up at.
Okay.
And then of course there's all the all the shit jokes and all the vomit jokes.
Don't say poop.
I didn't say poop. I said shit.
I don't think either of those help really.
Excuse me for a moment, folks. Cheese don't like me.
Really? Just for the mention of it?
Yes.
That's sad.
Our friend Marky B will be back after a short break.
It's okay, guys. Continue.
We will.
We're experiencing technical difficulties with Mark's digestive system.
So, what other reviews of his did you like, Harv?
Other good nostalgia reviews. He got pretty out of it doing the what are those ones called? The ones with the Baby Geniuses.
Oh God, yes.
Especially Baby Geniuses 2.
Yes.
He got so upset.
Yeah, upset to the point where he had to have Brental Floss and Uncle Yo mime him. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
And it's always fun to see Brent doing this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's cool when you get to see the internet people and their camaraderie going on.
Yeah, I mean, just the connections there. I mean, it would be great to see these things come together. His crossovers were always fun because they showed you the comedic parts of other people on the site that you wouldn't normally know.
Yeah.
Like,
in related break news here, for those who are attending the Canadian convention, Con Bravo. Next year, it's going to be held in a better location than
Much bigger location.
And B, Brental Floss is also attending.
Sweet.
Along with, I'm assuming, Doug Walker and other Channel Awesome people. So, huzzah!
Nice.
There might be good times to be had there.
Very good times.
Yes, Con Bravo 2013 in Hamilton. If you can make it, show the hell up. We'll have a good time.
We have to go because we gotta have Brent properly introduce us to Doug.
Oh yeah. He might actually remember us a little bit now.
Yeah, I mean, really? That may work. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
There's still a fair ways away before then.
Oh, Nostalgia Critic. Just... I don't know what to say. Just ever since I discovered him all those years ago, every week I tuned into the site. I had to catch his new video. I would hate myself if I had to be somewhere else when I knew the new video was out. He was such a great character. Just all he did was bash on stuff, but it was stuff that needed to be bashed on.
And professionally, not just people sitting around a table talking shit. You know, it's credible things.
Yeah. When you really think about it, yes, a lot of effort goes into making a movie, any movie. A lot of people put time, money, and effort into a movie. But in the end, shit still gets produced.
And you need to touch upon it. Because otherwise, who's going to open your eyes to it?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody doesn't point out what is bad, you're never going to understand what is actually good.
It helps other people who are aspiring to get into movies to understand what doesn't make sense and what is just
what lines
stupid.
Yeah, what lines not to cross.
Some other good ones of his that I enjoyed.
His Digimon review was hilarious.
The Digimon review was good, yes. The Digimon movie. I did the Super Brothers show. I have to watch that.
Oh god, his Super Mario Brothers movie review. If you've ever had the displeasure of having to see that movie, let me tell you this right now. It has almost nothing to do with the games. Nothing.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
It's John Leguizamo as Luigi.
There was very little that made any sense to the games in that movie. It was just ridiculous.
No, I mean, the Goombas didn't look right at all. Like, literally, the person who designed the Goombas looked at the Goombas from the games and must have thought this one thing. Okay, how can I make these things so that they look as much not like the Goombas from the game as possible?
You would think they didn't actually get licensing for the movie.
You'd think they'd have permission to make them look right. You'd think that, if Nintendo gives them the license to actually use the name, they'd have the licensing rights to create characters the right way.
That's a ballsy company saying, you can do this, you can do what you want with it, you can fuck it up all you like. People are going to remember our stuff more than yours. So go ahead.
Yes. But yeah, just some of the bland movies out there he's done. Just boring.
I didn't know that he had reviewed Red Sonja. Is that a...
Yes, he did. Oh my god. Oh my...
Oh, it's an animated movie?
No, it's a movie. Red Sonja is an actual movie.
Oh, okay.
It's got Arnold in it.
Oh no. I guess that makes sense. Was it terrible?
Oh, so terrible. Oh, so terrible. It was essentially a similar story to Conan.
Oh, man. Red Sonja's an awesome character, but they fuck it up.
Yeah, well, Conan's an awesome character if you actually know the actual character, not from the movies.
Yeah. Another thing that he tackled, Star Wars Christmas Special. The unholy mess.
Let me put it this way, okay? George Lucas is completely fine with Howard the Duck. He's completely fine with Jar Jar Binks. With the Star Wars Christmas Special, he is personally ashamed of it. Just think how bad it's gotta be. Howard the Duck? Okay. Jar Jar Binks? Okay. Personally ashamed of.
Who thought he could even feel shame?
Okay. To quote the Nostalgia Critic, there are not enough toilets in the world to contain the shit-spewing fear that's going through me right now.
He did a pretty awesome review of the miniseries of It.
Yes. Yes, he did. Oh god, It.
Which, interestingly enough, wasn't him just tearing it apart.
Yeah, I mean, he gave it a fair shot for the parts that he could.
Mm-hmm.
It still wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great, but it was pretty good. And you gotta give full props to Tim Curry.
Well, it's Tim Curry. I mean,
he made that psychotic clown.
Even when he's bad, he's good.
Yeah. Oh shit! Did Nostalgia Critic ever review the Clue movie?
No, he did not review the Clue movie, but he reviewed another Tim Curry movie where he plays this weird foreigner that's looking for a diamond.
Interesting.
And it's got to do with gorillas, and one of them talks through sign language.
Okay.
It's a bad movie, and what makes it worse is at the beginning of the movie, it has Bruce Campbell in it.
Huh.
And they kill him off.
Oh, that's a big mistake right there.
Yeah, like, you start the movie with Bruce Campbell and suddenly you decide to kill him off. Well, god damn it.
Good lord.
Mind you, it is helped by the fact that it has the black guy from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Who just oozes cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Independence Day. That's another review he did.
I haven't seen the review for it. Did he tear it up?
He tore it up except for one thing. Will Smith.
Mm-hmm. There's nary a Will Smith performance that you can find a lot of fault with, in my experience.
You'd have to try very, very hard.
Mm-hmm. And be very, very good.
Because he's just that charismatic of a screen presence on him that just... You could say the cheesiest line, but it works.
It would still come out fresh.
I'm surprised he never did Wild Wild West.
Yeah, that movie was rather silly. Although the awesomeness of Will Smith
Again, yeah, shines through.
and Salma Hayek, hell yes.
Yet another reason why he didn't do why he wouldn't do that. So he likes Salma Hayek.
Mm-hmm. As lots of people wisely do.
Yes, they do.
He reviewed Hook. That was a pretty good review for that one.
Oh, Hook. Robin Williams.
Did he fuck with Quest for Camelot?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
It's a girl.
Yeah, he fucked with Quest for Camelot, but that's not a good movie at all.
No, it was one of those ones that tried to be like Disney but a little darker and actually didn't pull it off very well.
No.
There are lots of movies.
The only memorable part of that movie is the song that's featured as part of it, which it doesn't really work for the scene that it's used in whatsoever. But yet, it's a very well-known song by, I believe, not Celine Dion, but someone like her. Or it might be Celine Dion.
What's
Not Shania Twain.
No, not Shania Twain. I'm thinking of the lady. How can I not place her name now? The lady who does the depressing songs right now that they have in the commercials for abandoned pets and stuff.
No, not her.
Sarah McLachlan.
Sarah McLachlan.
Not her, no.
Not her. Okay. No. Sheryl Crow.
But yes, Sheryl Crow. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, Quest for Camelot is a bad, bad movie. And
We're talking about that movie.
And it's got this weird cast, like Pierce Brosnan as King Arthur.
Yeah, that's not really what you would first think of.
But yeah, just nostalgia critic. What can you say? What can you say about a guy that subjected himself to awful movies week in and week out? Gave them a decent whipping, and just made you laugh the whole time.
I can say, I wish I got paid for that.
Doug Walker, you created a character that will be timeless and will be remembered forever.
Mm-hmm.
The reviews you've done are just great.
A character that I'm sure will be emulated as time goes by as well.
Yeah. And all these people that, after he retired the character, go on and bitch on the site about, oh, Nostalgia Critic's not there anymore, I'm not going to watch other stuff on the site. Give the other people a chance. Everyone on that site has talent and loves what they are doing. They have passion. I love Linkara. His comic reviews are great. And I just love how he tears into these bad comics that really should never have been published.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's not on there anymore, but I love Spoonie.
Yeah, Spoonie's really good too.
Be it his game stuff, be it his movie reviews, or his Counter Monkey vlogs. Just so much fun, so in your face about it, and when he really gets emotional, you can just tell, like in his Ultima 9 last part, where he just broke down on it.
Shit got real for a few minutes.
Yeah, he went completely out of character. He wasn't in character. He was just the guy you're sitting there, disappointed in a game, just because it killed all your hopes.
Deeply and fundamentally and like spiritually disappointed, like crushed.
I can't. Fuck off.
Sorry. Who ate cheese again? That shouldn't have.
Me?
Yeah. But
You, sir, should look into enzymes.
Yeah, I should.
Angry Joe, there's another great person on the site. If you want good video game reviews, he's the guy to look at. He gives the games fair reviews and makes them entertaining. You're not just reading text off a screen with him. You're getting a review show with it.
Angry Joe is not the Angry Video Game Nerd, is he?
No.
Okay.
Different
No.
person.
Which, by the way, I loved that whole little thing with him and Nostalgia Critic doing the fight scene, and it was just...
Yeah.
And of course, you can't forget one of my favorite people on the site, Nash. Because in the end, every week, there's always going to be something the fuck wrong with you.
I'm not surprised he's probably your favorite person on there.
Like how I keep
draw
torturing
a lot
myself
of
with
parallels.
cheese.
What?
Like how I keep torturing myself with cheese.
Yes, Mark. What the fuck is wrong with you? Nash is great, and I would love to meet him one day. I really hope he makes a trip to Canada sometime.
I think there'd be a tear in the universe.
Why?
I see so many similarities with you and him. I'm not surprised you're such a huge fan.
No, you just see these molecules of him, like, and then you just see him shaking, turning red, and then eventually...
Well, see, they would stand face to face, about 2 feet apart, and they'd each put their hand up like they were touching a mirror. But it wouldn't be.
No, but then that would be the point where the molecules started reverberating and eventually come together and would create a whole new being.
Yes. It would create a giant monster that went and destroyed Florida.
Oh god, Florida. There's so much wrong in Florida.
There are a couple gems in Florida, some cool people, but the majority of it is...
Fuckery. What
Yes.
the fuckery?
Fuckery and chaos.
So, anybody that's listening to this, please check out Nash's show. Either watch it live or watch the recorded videos, but just... Oh my god! The stupidity of people!
Mm-hmm.
The balls on others. Yeah, Nash and Tara. I love that redhead.
Yeah, she's pretty cool too.
Yeah, she's gonna have her own show soon too. So
Okay.
can't wait. It's gonna be focusing on how to be a better criminal.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna like it.
That's not a good idea. For him.
Besides, we all know you work within the system to fuck with things.
Someone has to. But yeah, Mark, since you're sitting again, any last thoughts on the Nostalgia Critic?
I loved his work, really I do. It's just, he made some of the movies I haven't heard of or haven't seen to light and how bad they are.
Kind of painted them in a way that you're not going to want to watch and enjoy it, right?
No.
I don't know. I mean, I've never seen Battlefield Earth, but even after his review, I still want to just see it just to see how bad it is with the stuff that he didn't show us.
And with the stuff I have seen, he brought it into a whole other light from what I saw when I was a kid. Like, again, Shazam was just the one that got me the most.
Yeah.
Well, because you gotta understand, a lot of these movies we watched when we were kids, we were younger than Doug at the time.
Yeah.
We didn't know any better.
There was shit going over our heads all over the place.
I loved his Animaniacs special, though.
I was just gonna bring that up actually, because that show is the quintessential. Here's a show for kids. They're not gonna get half of the shit that we're saying, but they're gonna think it's hilarious.
Now watch it again and just say, "Oh my God, this show is dirty."
Mm-hmm. There's in fact probably one of my appropriately favorite skits from the show. There's a thing called "This Pun for Hire."
And I still love the fingerprints joke.
That reminds you of
that might have been in that one. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but it's no fingerprints, not fingerprints. Oh God.
I remember the one where he just basically listed off the scariest movies that weren't supposed to be scary or something like that. I think it was the cartoons or something.
Like disturbing cartoons and stuff?
Yeah.
Something like that. I recall something to that effect.
I still remember his mind fucks.
I think that's the thing. I think that was it.
Oh yeah, the mind fucks.
Like, I think Dumbo was in there. And
yes, the mind fucks video.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Dumbo was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, especially the pink elephants on parade.
Yeah. Because the fucking elephant was drunk and tripping for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Little child elephant.
Okay, when did alcohol... How did alcohol get laced with pot?
That wasn't pot. That had to be acid.
Yeah, that was at least acid. Now, see, the only reason I can see any tie-in with this is that elephants are one of the animals that in nature intentionally get themselves wasted. But this is a goddamn kids movie.
A racist kids movie.
Yes, racist kids movie, indeed. But then again, it's Disney, so yes.
Yeah.
That kind of goes hand in hand for most of it.
Yes, the critic. The movies he reviewed are stuff that I would not put upon my worst enemies.
Yeah.
Some of them are still used as torture devices over in the small Asian countries.
Why do you look at me when you say that?
Small Asian?
Fuck off.
Live in the country?
Another great thing that he touched upon was Captain N. Terrible, 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 terrible show.
Yeah.
I never heard of that one.
You haven't heard Captain N, the Game Master? And we were just talking about the console wars thing.
Yeah, see, I've never heard of that one.
It was essentially a cartoon that they did back in the 80s, and it wasn't... Like, they got the rights for names of Nintendo characters.
Wait. Yeah, now I remember.
Yeah. It was by the same people that did the Super Mario show and the Zelda cartoon.
Except that they got nothing right. Nothing of any of the characters.
Yeah. Oh dear God. Kid Icarus was just this flying Cupid-like thing.
Yeah.
Simon Belmont was freaking a gay Johnny Bravo.
Pretty much.
The only thing I can see is that maybe somebody saw a clip of the game and saw this guy with the whip, thought, okay, he must be gay.
Oh dear.
Mega Man was in it as this green midget that had a voice of a chain smoker.
I'm surprised that no one's tried to actually redo it but make things proper.
I don't think anyone wants to even go near that.
Especially with the news of this whole console wars thing, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't tried to do an anime out of it and try to make it a little more reasonable.
I think the Japanese just didn't want to touch that because it was North American.
Yeah, probably.
Possibly. But you have turned some North American things into anime recently.
Yeah, but the thing is if it's crap, it's crap. You're not touching that shit. Fuck. Anyways.
We shall wrap this up by just saying that, Nostalgia Critic, we will remember you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you somehow escape the plot hole and somehow...
And in your stead, we will subject ourselves to the horror because someone has to.
Thank you yet again, Doug, and may your future endeavors bring you lots of joy and success.